I do like I like Ralph's goalies.
Cool.
I put out there. I like Ralph's goalies.
Producer Tim.
We're going to Tim's team now.
I like them.
I like them a lot.
The brightness on?
I'm gonna go get my plugs.
Over this?
So Tim,
Anderson, Niemi, and
I have here your first player on this list is Steve Downey.
That's
right.
Anderson and Niemi.
He's gonna give me hits and penalty minutes.
Yeah, he's doing well. He's playing.
He's a Logan Couture.
That's right. I'm looking
My
for
three are
too.
better than his two. Schneider, Holtby, and Halleck.
I like, yeah. Not so sure about Schneider.
10 minutes ago, you just said Schneider was a starting goalie.
Good.
So how you not
Oh,
sure?
Value Nishkushin. He was the pick.
Let's talk about one. Let's talk about one. Now Tim did not draft this player, but he actually picked him up right before the season started. Thomas Hurdle. How did you know?
Oh, I love this.
How did you know?
I saw in preseason he was playing with Thornton and Burns, so they were ripping it up in the preseason. So
And you should be
I
back.
had to act fast, and
well done.
this week he ripped it up.
Against who again?
Good pick.
Now,
It's
from the owner.
about someone's hair. Someone's hair. Is it okay?
I don't know if his hair is okay. Pat, is your hair okay?
Pat's
He's
hair.
not here. He's not here.
But,
He can't defend his team.
Pat was like,
He
Hurdle.
was having a bad hair day, so he didn't come. But
He was like, Hurdle hurt me. And I'm like,
Tim's team is good.
now, will Hurdle be able to keep this up at any even remotely close to what
He
he's
won't
doing now?
score. He won't score at this pace, but he might.
he needs to keep his head up first of all because he got crushed in the head twice, 2 games in a row. So
Yeah.
Do you
But I
think
mean,
that
it's
has anything to
entertainment
do
that,
with
like,
his celebration
see
of his
afterwards.
fourth goal?
well, it was a really nice goal. I would do the same thing.
Fantasy.
Or I'm not talking about non-fantasy
Well, we
related.
could put a little comments here and there.
Well, I mean, like if you look at his team, you know, you got
His team is really
the
good.
team looks solid, you know.
To me, it's not a middle of the pack. It's a solid playoff team.
Looks solid.
Tim's team's better than mine.
Tim, do you think your team could make it past the first
You
round?
didn't even take your team's good.
It's not.
I hope so. It has a balance of everything. Has scoring. My D,
Richardson, bust out a run.
my D can hit and block shots. And my goalies, we'll see what happens. Well, they'll get the starts for sure. But
I wanna ask you something. What do you think Tyler Seguin? What do you think he's gonna do well?
I think I'll do well playing his natural position center. But Nick, did
I
you?
like him.
How'd you think?
I already parties too
Good
much.
player.
He parties too much.
Is there anything to do in Dallas? We have to ask Laporte, but he's not here. So
That is true.
I hope he doesn't party too hard. But 2 games ago, he had a 4-point breakout. So hopefully he keeps it up.
Good.
And I hope Stepan steps it up this year. But
Now, since the goalies is the hot topic, we're looking at Tim's goalies, and he's got Crawford and Pavlik. Okay.
at the time of my draft,
Crawford. I don't like
Crawford,
Pavlik.
of
Or
course.
is he going to bring back the same thing as your goaltender? It's the same scenario. Quick as
Yeah.
Crawford and
Yeah.
Pavlik is the same
Exactly,
thing as
exactly.
normal.
So
But
Pavlik's
it's still
exactly
two
not.
starting goalies.
Pavlet starts. That's why I picked him. It was between him and Lehtinen. Lehtinen always got hurt, or Cam Ward, and I didn't like Carolina's team that much, so I picked Winnipeg because they like to win it. They're very good at home.
Here's what I'm gonna- here's-
So
Actually,
If
weren't
I
that
may
good
say
at
one
home
thing,
last
I know I'm taking a very
the crowd is good, but you know.
look, guys. I know I'm going on completely against the grain here, but
We know.
if I have a guy I pick in the first round, I get a forward, so let's say a Henrik Sedin, and then the last round, so like Tyler Kennedy. My Tyler Kennedy is not going to negate the points that Henrik Sedin's getting. He's not going to bring those guys down. However, in the case of Crawford and Pavlik, you have Crawford who's going to put up great numbers, no problem. Yes, of course, he's a great goalie. Pavlik, you can't be saying that he's guaranteeing you great starts. I don't want to say he's a bad goalie,
shots.
but
But
he's more prone.
shots.
He's more prone to
You
getting
get
a
a win.
700 save
You get some
percentage
wins.
one game,
You get me wins.
and he's going to get pulled or whatnot, something like that. He's going to screw you. He's going to
At
screw
least
you
he's a
over one
starter,
night.
and I don't have to look for goalies every single
That
week.
one night,
Alright.
hold on. But that one night, he's going to bring down your numbers for that 1 week, and then it's actually going to negate the good goalie numbers that Crawford put up.
And how about your goalie?
So how do we
What goalie
justify
gets
that?
goals
doesn't
every week?
negate.
Yes,
You'll
it
still
does.
get saves. You'll still
Goals
get
against and
wins.
save percentage.
Yeah, they'll negate those two, maybe.
I mean, Quick got pulled, and I still won goals against and save percentage.
Hope he got pulled twice.
I hope he got pulled twice. That's true. That didn't help you. I still got less than 2 goals against, and he got pulled.
You're arguing
so.
that-
The only way I see you could have good goalies is if you have your first 2 picks goalies, and you know they're the 2 top tier goalies, and you don't have one that's going to bring you down. You're not going to have one that's going to be bringing you down.
But you got 2 that are going to bring you down.
Not necessarily. Right now, I didn't take any. I didn't invest anything in my goalies.
So every week,
I get that.
every week you want 0-5 in goalie stats. That's what you're saying. You want everything in the
We'll
floor.
talk
That's what you
about
want.
it.
Is that what you want?
In a couple weeks. We'll see how it goes.
Okay,
No, but
You
you
lose
know-
automatic 5 points.
We've seen how it goes. It's never worked in the past.
Again, see, that's not an argument for having goalies. Saying how RZ's team is gonna produce goalie wise.
No, we're
It's
discussing
not
your
an argument.
strategy, and the only example we have of your strategy is your team. It's the only one.
Because no one else does.
Nobody else does that.
Yes. Okay. All right. Perfect. So let's look at the numbers from last
looking at
year.
the plausibility
So let's
of your
look at the numbers from
strategy.
last year.
We're looking at the
I was
plausibility.
500 in all goalie categories.
Really?
Yes. Last year, if you pull up my stats from last
You had
year.
Nabokov last year. You lucked out.
Yeah, the Nabokov I got how late, but he's on the Islanders. Islanders suck, right? But I still had 500.
Okay, fine.
It's head to
Fine.
head. Again,
I'll
it's
give
head
you
to head.
that.
But they didn't suck
500.
last year.
Win loss,
Are you,
win loss,
you're
win
happy
loss.
with 500 in the goalie category.
If you think your goalie is second to last and last, of course I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
If-
fine.
But you
fine.
could do a lot better with a top
Yes,
goalie.
but I won those goals, assists, points, power play goals, power
Really?
play points.
Really?
I won those more because I picked those goals.
How good did you do last
And
year?
you know what? I screwed up because I picked terrible forwards last year too. But that's last year.
You still finished fourth, after all.
I know.
If your goalies were better, you might have finished
But what
first or second.
What was I doing every week? I was always using my ads every week. I was religiously going.
Right.
Staying up till 3 o'clock. in
It's
the
a bit
morning.
similar to the
Against
football rotating defense strategy, what he does.
Yeah.
It
Less
could
than
work, but it's.
Which is the opposite. of
I'd rather just have a goalie I'm comfortable
But
starting every week.
But it's slightly different. In football, you have 12 to 14 teams. In our case, we're 12 teams, and there are 32 defenses in the league.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Yeah. So that's how it does not compare to football. That's right. That's all it says.
but
My point is, there are defenses available. Here,
Yes,
in
you
this
go pick up
case,
Jackson
he has to
football.
look at his daily face-off every single day before. Hope to God that there's a goalie confirmed for the day
Yes.
after.
Is it more work for me? Of course it is more work for me. I don't mind.
But we're not discussing more work for you. If you're willing to put
I
that
am,
work
I am.
in,
I am.
then it's fine. But the question is, does it pay off? 500 to me is not paying off.
it does. He's saying it does when you pick your goalie's last 2 picks, which is fair enough.
It is
But
fair.
why would you want to pick your goalie's last 2 picks? They're so important. Just 2 players can get you 5 categories,
Because
which
those
is
middle
40% of the category.
Because
no,
those middle
33.
picks could get you good sleepers and forwards and defensemen. Yet those middle picks could
But
also
you
be
can still get
just
good
as bad.
sleepers. You take a top goalie, you can still get good forwards second to 6th round.
There's less sleeper goalies in the middle
You
pack.
know what my last pick
So
this
if
year
I,
was?
if I were to go goalies, I would either go top two picks goalies or last 2 picks goalies.
Instead of taking goalies last 2 rounds, Evan, for example, went for a player that gets all kinds of hits in Matt Martin, and a player that gets
Matt
all
Martin.
kinds of blocks.
And next week he's gonna drop Matt Martin for another guy. That
He'll
hits.
never drop Matt
No,
Martin.
No, I kept them all year last year.
Yeah, see, but you know about it, but that's the thing. I mean,
No,
there's other players that hit. I mean, dude.
Listen to this.
got hit like Matt Martin.
You know what my last pick was this year? Alex Hemsky.
Yeah,
It's a point per game right now.
Hold on.
my last.
Your last pick was
Tyler Kennedy, I dropped him and I brought him.
whatever. Before that, your goalie. What was your second goalie you took?
First I took
Mason.
Steve Mason, and then I took Ray. Sorry,
Thomas.
Steve Mason and then Tim Thomas.
It's not gonna win you weeks.
Mostly.
They're not even legitimate starters.
Well, Thomas.
I picked up Harding. Backstrom got injured.
Actually, there was.
When did Backstrom go?
I don't know.
I picked up Harding.
Okay,
Then.
forget injuries.
Fine, you picked up
Injuries
Harding.
happen.
So Harding is good for you for 2 weeks.
Harding's led in the last 3 starts. He's led in 1 goal each.
It's still only 2 weeks.
Okay, guys, let's count
Well,
this.
anyway, so I think we've blown this goaltending issue.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go
Out of
back to
proportion.
Rory. Let's see here. Oh, I was looking at my matchup.
The only thing that's out of proportion is your goals against average.
Let's see.
You have to stick that in there, right?
All right. So now
Next team.
we're looking at Barry's team, made in
So,
Korea.
Tim's cousin's team.
So
Made
yeah,
in
Tim,
Korea.
Tim's cousin.
Like
Let's
the
see.
name, Barry.
So he's got Sidney Crosby, Pavel Datsyuk, obvious. Grabowski, who's been
A stud.
hugely
Is he not
successful.
gonna? Is he gonna keep it up? And if he's playing,
He
he's
will,
gonna get.
he will, because he's getting the power play time
Yeah.
with the big guns.
Second line center.
So Brett,
Yeah, but the second line is not good.
he's got
He picked him
Gallagher.
late. He picked him very late, so
Because
good
they
job to
use
Barry.
one guy.
Exactly.
2 minutes.
Barry did a great job picking Grabowski.
See, Barry has Lettinen and Jimmy Howard in goaltending with Kari Rommel. Now, Kari Rommel already lost a starting job.
Yeah.
And
Situation
Lettinen's hurt
continuity.
right now.
Yeah,
Lettinen's
Jordan
hurt.
Bell's been starting.
They've been winning with them.
And it's like, ooh, I got a goal.
Okay, so Kerry Robert doesn't count. But we're looking at guys like Howard, and we're also looking at guys like Lettinen. Lettinen
Lettinen's
was
hurt.
injured.
It's like my Howard picked that round.
So Dan
I think
Ellis is
before
now
we
playing
took Howard, I was pissed.
in Dallas.
No, and then you
Yeah,
know
I was gonna pick Howard, and he was one I was.
his defense is not bad.
He's got Hamius scored a really nice goal against Luongo the other day. Oh wait, there's something wrong with that.
It was long. He already has commentators.
It was long
He has
before,
Mike
huh?
Green, and then what's good about his defense is he has two interchangeable defenses.
Yeah, I know.
Burns and
And
Dustin
fucking
Buffalo.
Buffalo, man. That's really nice.
Burns playing forward against.
Yep. With Hurdle.
Yeah,
With
Hurdle,
Turton.
Yeah.
that's really nice. So yeah, so like Saad got him a lot of points.
Gallagher,
Jokinen.
Gallagher goes.
Stahl's pretty good too. Gallagher got a lot of
Jordan.
points. Grabowski got a lot of points. He got a shit ton of points. Yeah, he's got the Jordan. I got Eric Stahl. I got the brother.
He is good offense.
So then,
Just God forbid Crosby doesn't get injured.
yeah, that's the one
I
thing.
didn't get to say
Crosby.
a lot about that.
Yeah, it cost me the god.
Crosby was the first overall pick too. On top of that, so you know it's a waste if he gets hurt for a very long time. It's a damn waste. I would have
You
picked
know what?
Ovechkin for.
Can I say one last thing on the goalie topic?
Oh boy.
One last thing.
Yeah, no,
Go
go ahead.
go for it.
Go ahead. If it makes sense, go ahead.
You're telling me.
That was Tim sign.
Now, I'm not sure what my position is on this, so I'm just gonna blur it out and we'll discuss it as we go.
Yeah, I just put it on too.
I'm not sure
Okay.
I would take Crosby over Lundqvist.
Oh boy.
I'm not sure.
I agree with you.
I don't know what
I
position
agree with you.
is.
Well, Crosby because he's injured. Well, you never know what he's gonna do.
In that sense.
Okay, but in
I think
20
in the
games he's
end, I
gonna
would
play, he's
still-
gonna get you like 80 points.
I think in the end I would still end up taking Crosby, but just to say, it's something that would cross my mind.
I agree with you. I actually agree with you. I actually agree with you.
So,
Because
Wait a second.
because like I said, if you're taking goalies,
The
take these
reason
two top
why I'm
goalies.
mentioning
Don't take
that-
Lundqvist and then have a guy like Kari Ramo who's gonna
The
have a
reason
points
why I'm
every year.
mentioning
no, I
that-
agree with that strategy.
The reason why I'm mentioning it
Yeah.
is you kept saying that a shitty goalie could negatively impact your good goalie
Yes,
stats.
exactly.
But
And
a shitty
it-
forward cannot negatively impact
Exactly.
a good forward.
You might as well just have two mediocre goalies that's gonna
But
average up to
your
the same
good
thing.
forward could falter just as much as an insane goalie. Just like in the scenario.
Right, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about how a guy like Tyler Kennedy is not gonna negate what points that Henrik Sedin could
Yeah,
throw.
but you know
It's not
what?
like it's not like Tyler Kennedy's gonna slip on the ice and he's gonna turn over the puck. That's not one less point for Henrik Sedin. Henrik Sedin gets to keep those
Right.
points.
But
Whereas if a guy like Henrik Lundqvist puts up a 950 save percentage and a guy like Kari Ramo gets 840, well then Lundqvist doesn't have to go and give away some of his points to go and average it out.
But just like you're on the lookout for goalies every night, and
Yeah.
now you mentioned
Yeah.
you got Hardy because
Yeah.
Backstrom got injured. What round did Backstrom get drafted? Well, you're basically saying a top goalie could get injured
Injuries-
and then you're screwed.
Injuries don't
Like you
count.
just said,
Injuries
Mets
don't
No,
count.
injuries don't
injury.
count.
Injuries don't
Any
count
goalie
because you never
can
know.
get any
You
goalie
never
can
know
get
what happens.
Exactly.
You have a
That's
stupid
my
blue
point,
and run into a goalie and then run away.
My
and injured.
point is, any forward could get hurt
Gates.
also.
Gates. Tony Gates.
I know. I'm
Any forward,
losing.
any forward could get hurt too.
I know. So you can't talk about her. You can't talk about injuries.
Yeah, but there are certain players that are more prone to injury.
Even goalies.
And what I find too, because we were talking about adding, and we're talking about our 4 ads that we have per week. Would you rather be scouring through the hitters in the players list, which you have dozens and dozens of players that hit?
Yeah.
You have dozens and dozens of players that
You
block.
know they're gonna hit.
Whereas you know that there's you know what? There's one confirmed starter that's available on the free
You
agency
still
for
don't
the
know how
long.
it'll do. You're still
But at least
praying
you-
to
at least
God
you know
he's
what?
gonna win.
At least you don't
have good
kick-
goals against.
At least you don't have to kick yourself afterwards saying, "Ah, shit, I should have picked up this guy."
No, not
You
true.
can't.
Because you'll have 10 hitters in the league. You know they're all gonna hit. A player
necessarily.
might not necessarily get a goal or an assist. You know he's gonna hit.
Not necessarily, because
I
if you
hear
look at
it,
the
I hear
game
it.
log, if you look at the game log, you'll see they collect all their hits at the end of the season, whatever.
No.
But it doesn't come consistently. It's not
Yeah,
like
it
they always.
does.
No.
It's kind of consistent.
They
Yeah,
don't
they
know.
do.
Matt
I
Martin
know.
gets me like 20 a week.
Matt
I
Martin is-
know
Matt Martin is-
Applicator will get me at least 3 to 4 hits a game.
Yeah, and the hits are pretty consistent.
But a guy like Kessler who's physical, a guy like Ovechkin that's physical. Ovechkin's
Yeah,
not
you
gonna.
know
Ovechkin's
Ovechkin.
consistent.
Yeah, he is.
He's
You
very
know
consistent.
Ovechkin's gonna get like your 4 or 5
He's always
Look
like
at
top
it-
10
look at
hits.
it, bring up a game log. You know what? Let's go with Matt Martin just for fun. You know what?
Matt Martin.
All right, I
I'll
was
leave
going
it
to
alone.
my boy Matt Martin.
Let's go. Let's
So I
go.
was looking at
the
Ovechkin.
games-
Ovechkin has 5-3-1-3,
See
5-2.
one. Beautiful. See that one little game.
So he gets one
hit.
in one game.
One
What
out
the
of
other
like
games?
one.
Exactly. Whereas if you're picking up a
But the other
goalie,
games
you
are
know
consistent.
he's gonna get 25 to plus saves. You know he's gonna put up. And
Evan's
he's gonna get
argument
smart.
was over the course of his matchup, you know Matt Martin's gonna get 20 hits.
If he gets
That's-
one game,
I'm saying spot
Consistency
starts. I'm
over-
saying spot starts. I'm saying for one day. You're gonna be if you're rotating the same guy 4 times during the week. So you're gonna have, let's say, a guy like Matt Martin, and Evan, for one reason he wants to go and drop him. He's gonna drop him for who knows who. Colton Orr. Then he's gonna drop Colton Orr the next day. He's gonna pick up some other guy, and he's gonna use those 4 ads on that same rotating position.
We're not talking
But
about
he was-
those.
Spot starts. Spot starts. Whereas the goalie is a lot easier.
He'll hit.
Guys, I think we killed the goaltending subject right now.
Fine.
Okay,
Not
that's-
making
it's
any
over, it's over. I was
progress.
looking at Matt Martin. He's got 4, 5, 1, 7, and 3.
Exactly. See that 3.
What do you
Anyone's
mean?
gonna get a 3.
What do you mean? How is that inconsistent? That's always more than 3.
He gets 7
Except
one
one.
game. He gets 1 the other game.
But that's one game.
Whereas the goalie, you know he's gonna make 25
What he's
saves.
saying is, what if you picked him up for that game and you only got your 1 hit?
Yeah.
Anyways,
But if you
let's
pick up a goal and he gets pulled.
I know, that's what I tried to say.
He still puts up a start. You need 3 minimum starts.
But that doesn't help you. Okay, so you finally got that.
Sorry.
You need it. You have 2 starts. You need
You're
that
saying
third
what
one.
else? You're
You
saying
pick up a goal on
guys,
Sunday and he
we're
gets pulled. How did that help you? Yeah, you got your 3rd start. Did it actually help you win a
Yeah.
category?
Again,
No.
it's the same thing like Crawford and Pavlik.
Let's
Pavlik's
move
gonna
on
bring
to.
you down. If you have 2
Being
stars
a
that are
goalie.
fantastic by your one other goalie,
all right. Let's look at the next team. That would be Boris's team.
Peter's North Stars.
He's got
Still
Ovechkin,
don't
Nash.
get the name, by the way.
Nash is hurt right now, but Ovechkin's
Peter's
like
first
lighting it up.
What is it?
It's Peter Stastny's. I don't know. Yeah, Peter Stastny's stars.
No.
I don't think. So.
No.
Uh,
How did they make that up?
To be honest, I have no idea.
Peter Stastny played for.
I heard it was some porn reference, but I'm not sure.
Of course, Boris would have a porn reference.
Oh,
Where is
Ovechkin?
Ovechkin?
Very good.
Lord.
First pick is Ovechkin. Ovechkin, for our type of pool, great guy. Hard hitter.
best.
The best.
Number one.
Physical
number one
aspect.
pick.
I don't know why
Beautiful.
Stamp goes how many.
Physical aspect and the goals.
Yeah, he's got everything.
If you're looking at a fantasy pool where you only have points, goals, assists, and stuff like that, Stamkos is great. Ovechkin is great in our pool.
He's got Ryan O'Reilly, who's been lighting it up too on that first line for Colorado. For
Again,
now.
Colorado's not going to continue this streak though because like a guy like Nathan McKinnon,
I
Ryan
think,
O'Reilly, that's
I
great.
think the
But
Colorado Avalanche player was scared in case if they lose, Patrick Ball might go crazy and be one of them. So that's just my thought. That's why they want to lose.
You know what? I'll repeat what I said before. If Colorado gets goaltending, they're gonna make the playoffs.
And they're getting it right now.
And they're getting
You know
it.
what? I take that back what I said before. I don't think his team's that great.
Who's
Who's-
Boris's?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like defensively, he's got like
I think Tim has the best team.
he's got the intangibles and he's got a PK
I
Subban.
don't know if that's what makes sense. I didn't look
I
at the
didn't
team.
say that. As up to what we've talked about so far,
Look-
Tim's team was the best.
Look at his goaltending.
But
He
Boris'
has.
team is the same team he has really.
I know.
Look at his goaltending. He has
last year.
he's got Ryan
Did you
Miller,
do the same thing?
see, this is
Just search and
oh,
look at it.
Ryan Miller, Luongo, and then he has Dubnik.
Yeah,
The
I would
Dubnik.
talk the same way.
see
Dubnik.
having Dubnik on the team right there
Kills your numbers.
kills your numbers for having Miller and Luongo.
And how is
That's
that
a late
different than
pick,
having
though. That's a
Thomas
late
and whatever?
Buffalo isn't that great either,
He
so.
didn't invest in
Because
them.
he invested in Luongo and Miller.
I see.
What's the purpose
Guys,
of having
done
Luongo and
with
Miller?
goaltending.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, I see.
Every
We're
debate,
going nowhere.
every team.
I need
debate
more
about
screws in
goalie.
my ankle.
So yeah, and apart from that, he's got like David Perron who's playing
shit.
well, and
Make sure you edit that out.
Just pick that whole thing, send it up.
But
Let the viewers
His
wonder we're
team-
laughing.
his team's okay.
SPK Subban.
His defense is
Hey.
no, for that. His
What, that
defense
means
is
it's no good? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
Small
good.
scrunch.
His defense is good, but after that, in forwards, after Ovechkin, Voracek, O'Reilly,
Oh my god, that's
Nash,
a big drop off.
and
Yeah.
Pacioretty,
Ovechkin to that? That's a huge drop off.
that's all he has.
Okay, so Boris's team is.
Guys, he's got Yuri Tolusti.
I mean, he's Dupuis, but is Dupuis really dependable?
Yeah, he is actually.
Wait, Crosby.
Had him last year.
Wait,
so
Crosby,
good.
yes.
Yeah,
If Crosby's out of the
He's gonna
lineup,
get
not.
60 points this year?
that's good.
No, it's good.
30 goals maybe?
Oh.
No, maybe 20.
I say 20, 25.
Kunitz, yes.
Kunitz will get 30 goals.
Talking about Kunitz,
Like,
All right,
We're
now
not
we're-
talking about Kunitz.
it's just
no, because this team's next. That's
Oh.
why. Okay.
I looked and okay.
Are we done with? Is Boris's team a playoff team?
yes. No,
I'll
no.
say borderline at most.
Is Barry's team a playoff team?
Yeah.
No.
I'll say borderline also.
I didn't look at them too much.
I think we're a lot.
It's
we're
close. This
much
year,
more
it's
even
close.
than
Yeah,
normal.
it's close.
Yeah, that's true.
So far, the only team that I can see really is a playoff team is 10. So far, from what we've seen.
From what we see.
That's me. That's me.
Thank you.
All right,
I'll
so
make it. I'll find a way.
For
I'll
sure.
find out.
You know me. I'll find a way to make it.
No, I know, but
Yeah,
as
now-
of right now.
I'll try to play mechanic for like Ovechkin or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, so now we're looking at RZ's team. Where he's got look, the first picks are Sedin. I'm guessing this is in order.
Yep.
You got Sedin, Taves, Kunitz, Sharp,
Good forward.
Kessler. Those are your top five.
The one thing I do every single year is I always do my combos.
Into
So
the
I have,
surface, but it looks like Reggie Wayne's injured.
it's okay, I still want to win. I want to win.
So now they
It's not
have.
funny, bro.
So then they have.
Top 5. What's after that?
And then defensively, he's got Fitfanef and I guess
But then
Gauskier.
Fedek is probably the best defenseman for fantasy.
Whoa, no.
For on a category by category base, like for everything, he's one of the best.
Shea Weber.
Fine, I said okay, fine, one of the best.
goalies.
Excuse me,
I'll give you
Boston's the
one-
best. I'm
I'll
sorry.
give you
Boston.
one of the best.
Charlie?
Yeah,
See,
Chara.
I didn't even mention Chara. I said Shea Weber's the
Look,
first
we
thing.
know you're the
Chara's, no, but Chara's.
Oh, Charis.
I'll
used
give
to
you
be
one of
good.
the best. It's definitely not the best.
And now we look at your goaltending, which
Well,
is a big
that's not
topic.
even-
Okay, we know my goalie. We know my goalie. We have to go.
Okay.
Goaltending sucks. Move on.
Alright.
You guys want to discuss the usefulness of having
His
combos?
forwards are
Wait,
good,
wait, hold on.
but
Yep.
again, his team
You don't
doesn't.
even have that many combos this year.
He
I have
has.
Tester and Henrik. I have Kunitz and
What? They don't
Oh,
play
no,
together.
sorry.
No, you have
I have
Taves and
Taves and
Sharp.
Sharp, Henrik Sedin and
Yeah, but they do on the power.
Jagger and Alyash. Good guys or no guys?
They're good.
I
Elias is really good.
generally don't like New Jersey forwards.
Depending on how
Neither
the
do I.
other feels this
Neither do
year.
I. I've never had New Jersey players until this year.
I like Elias.
Kovalchuk is really the only good guy, and he's not there anymore.
Who?
Kovalchuk.
And he's injured now because he got bike checked by
Like,
his
think
own
about
player.
it. Kovalchuk is the only one
Did he really?
worth
Yep.
having on the Devils. His offense gets distributed between
Sage.
Gagger. No, well, the players that they got. Let's say.
I'm hoping
So
Henry can bounce back.
Gagger, Ryder, and
And
Bruner.
Cole, and there's Cole.
And
too.
Cole.
Close
So
on
his offense gets distributed to 4 different guys.
Can you guys name the D?
Can you really
But
depend
if I
on
have two of them,
Gagger?
but if I have two of them, is that?
And
I like Elias. I'm not.
remember that guy Adam
Solid.
Larson used to be a
Yeah,
top
go be good till he
top
pulls his groin.
draft
I
pick.
guess.
What
Larson
happened
is
to
a
him?
top pick. Get out.
Jagger, I know
Pretty
taking
bad.
Jagger, by the way, I
Pretty
take Alyash and Jagger very, very late. And again, I know that Jagger, I'm going to have a few games that he's not going to play, he's going to be resting up, there's
He's
some
gonna pull his
bruises.
groin.
But he's playing a lot of penalty, power play time. I think he
He's a
averaged
part of the
7.
specialist.
Yeah.
It's good. No, I think it's a good pickup. Yeah,
So I
really
think
good.
for-
They're good players. Just
Playoffs or no playoffs? I guess we'll go.
I would say borderline, depending on how your goalies
Because
do.
I'm a-
to
though.
be very honest, based
Playoffs.
on last week, and I've already told you this,
Yes, last
I don't
week.
think either of our teams are
Okay.
that great.
Playoffs, you'll make it. Your forwards are too good, so I'll make it.